All right, and welcome to another episode of Real Estate UnRaked. This is episode number 2, and today I am Eric Rakers. I am accompanied by Dane Coussens, Pam Schultz, and Dawn Marie Hughes. How is everybody today?
Great.
Very good.
Wow.
Fantastic. Well, today we got some really, really good content we're going to talk about today. We're going to go over agents versus realtors. We talked about that in the first episode a little bit, but we're going to get into some detail with that. Then we're going to talk about connections and what we do, and then the power of our team. So let's start with a quick intro. We've got some new people on the team for this episode. So we got Dawn and Pam. So Dawn, go ahead, introduce yourself a little bit.
Like you said, I'm Dawn Marie Hughes. I've been in the real estate business for 8 years, just over. I was originally in the bar restaurant business for 30 years and got into design and introduced me into real estate. The goal was to have my design business and my real estate license, do staging and real estate, but I just went full-time into real estate because I loved it so much.
So the design and all the stuff that you were doing, do you feel like hospitality has really helped you in the being a realtor right now?
Oh, absolutely. It's all about customer service, putting the client first, knowing your client, all of that. Everything that I learned in the bar and restaurant industry and in management and design and all of that has helped me grow as a realtor as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, you've been doing this now over 7 years.
Just over 8.
Over 8. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Well, I tell you what, when you joined the team, it was really exciting.
Thanks.
You're bringing a lot of depth and knowledge, and I love the twist that you put on things, especially when it comes to customer service and customer relationships. You bring that not only to what you do for the clients, but you bring it to the rest of the group and how you help everybody else. It's been amazing. You actually just visited with one of the clients that the twins, Brooke and Brittany, brought together, and you had a long, knowledgeable, in-depth appointment with them that went really, really well. Not only did you take care of that client and exceed the expectation of that, but you helped Brooke and Brittany learn a lot, and that's a fantastic thing. That's one of the reasons why I love having this team. It's because of the dynamic and the different things that happen. So that's great. So thank you so much for being a part of this.
Oh,
Absolutely.
It's my pleasure. Anytime I can help, I will.
Great. Pam, welcome to the podcasting world. Tell me about yourself.
Well, let's see. I have been in the real estate game for over 25 years. I've been licensed for over 25 years, and my real estate career expands beyond sales to commercial real estate, property management, executive relocation, and transaction management. I've owned a transaction management company for about 13 years. So I guess I would say that I'm that person that can do everything behind the scenes, end to end, and get a deal to closing.
I know that if I ever have questions, I'm calling you, and the knowledge that you provide and the way you explain it, I love it. She has a really good in-depth thing to help all of us out in the group, and especially what you do for your clients. Well, just the way you present everything, the knowledge, it empowers customers, empowers us individually on the team. With your experience, unbelievable. You were licensed not in Florida, but you did Tennessee. Was it North Carolina?
Yes, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Illinois.
Illinois. That's my hometown. Yeah, Illinois. So, great. Well, thanks for coming today. Dawn, thanks for being on here too.
Sure.
And not to forget, Dane is with us.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Dane. Well, we got some great stuff to talk about today, and we're going to jump right in. And one of the biggest things that I want to talk about, and I think everybody has a really good point to make about this today, is regular agents versus realtors. All right? Dawn, do you kind of want to chime into this a little bit? Because we talked about this. I was making a joke about this in our first episode about is a realtor or a realtor. But there is a huge difference between a real estate agent and a realtor.
Right. And the biggest thing about the difference is pride. I take great pride in knowing that I'm a realtor. I'm not a real estate agent. That's insulting to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm a member of NAR. I'm held to a much higher standard, and I'm proud of that. And I offer complete service from start to finish. And we're going to get into this a little later, too, about what we all do and how we think about our clients and our business and our transactions. So, yeah, mostly it's just pride.
Yeah.
It's a pride thing. We're held to a much higher standard, and I'm proud of it.
I know there's certain qualifications that we get to. I mean, you get your normal continuing education that we have to uphold our license, but there's also a few other things ethics-wise that we got to uphold, and we got to make sure that we're doing that we can call ourselves a realtor. I mean, to me, it's a certification. It really is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle, too.
Oh, yeah.
It is. Pam, you had mentioned something earlier just before we got on here. What was one of the biggest things, especially with the changes in our industry right now, that you had mentioned?
Okay, yes. Well, to be a realtor, obviously, you have to uphold a certain code of ethics, and you have to do your continuing education in code of ethics. So you are held to a higher standard as a realtor versus a real estate agent or broker associate, that they call them in some areas. One trend that I have been seeing since the NAR settlement is in many areas, not so much in Florida, at least just yet, but I've been seeing in a lot of areas that now you are not required to be a realtor, and you don't have to pay your dues, and it's a choice, whereas brokers used to require it. Being a choice, then you don't have to pay your dues. You don't have to be held to a certain set of code of ethics and liability if you don't.
That's kind of scary.
Kind of the
That's
wild,
real
wild
scary.
west is
Yeah.
returning.
I mean, how does all of us at the table feel about that?
No, I believe you got to be held to a certain code of ethics. I mean, to represent, to be trustworthy, because back in the day, there were so many untrustworthy agents that people just kept getting burned and burned. And I think that code of ethics makes a realtor a step way above a regular real estate agent.
I agree. This scares me. The reason why this scares me is because I've heard people since I became a realtor is, you've got people that just think it's all just, I'm just going to go to the class, take the test. It's really easy. Then I become a real estate agent and I can do real estate.
Right.
That is probably the most incorrect statement that I've ever heard in my life. There is a lot of work that goes into this. There is a lot of time and patience, and it doesn't end after you get your qualifications, because I will tell you, the class and the test and everything else does not teach you anything. You have to learn it. And one of the analogies that I use is like trying to change brakes on a moving train. You've got to learn constantly. You got to continue to grow. And if you don't continue to grow and evolve, you're going to fall behind. And if you think that being a real estate agent is to go show your friends' houses, write a contract, and then just kind of go through it, well, Mr. and Mrs. person that's using your friend or family, that is, I'm just using it because they went through the motions to get their license, you are not getting the experience or the service that you need when you buy a house. So interview your agents, interview those people, make sure they know exactly what's going on in the industry, know what's going on and what they're going to do to be able to help you. Experience is everything. Don, you wanted to talk about relationships and the power of that. And that's a good segue from the first segment here. I was talking about that.
Right. Mostly about connections and relationships. My entire business is based on my sphere and referrals. I don't buy leads. I'm not going to buy leads. And from door knocking. That's my other source. And somebody was talking about door knocking the other day, and they said, I can't believe you still do that. I said, I do. It's my source. I don't like to be on the phone. I don't want to be in front of a computer. I want to be out meeting people, and that's the best way to do it. And the instant connection, when people trust you, they'll work with you. They have to like you and trust you to work with you. It doesn't matter I'm a friend of a friend or I'm your cousin's brother's aunt and I have a real estate license. That doesn't matter. You need somebody who's experienced, who's trustworthy, who knows what they're doing and can walk you through it every step of the way holding your hand. And I take pride in the fact that all of my past clients have at least referred me to 2 or 3 people. Did I work with all of the people they referred me to? Not necessarily. Maybe it wasn't a good fit or personalities didn't mesh together well, but the rest of my past clients in Spear and even my associates, team members, and things like that, they're like family to me. They become family over time. And I take a lot of pride in that. A lot of pride.
I think probably the most overused word when you're dealing with relationship management is family. I think there's too many people that take advantage of that because they think if they say that, then, oh, yeah, I'm going to be treated like family. Well, you know what? How many of us have been through a family situation where they haven't been taken care of very well?
Right.
All right? I mean, heck, look at our family. We all, sometimes most of us fight and bicker and this and that. What makes the family thing viable is the deep connection and the deep relationship.
Exactly.
Actions always speak louder than words, and I'm tribute to that's what I live by. I mean, you guys see that with me being on the team and the things I do for everybody. But to me, that's an overused word, just like sphere of influence. That's an overused thing too. But Dawn, you hit the nail on the head with everything that you're talking about how you develop relationships and how you really focus on it as you go through each step of the process. And you have to earn the business. A lot of people don't realize how difficult that is sometimes. And networking and face-to-face interaction is everything.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the things that we do right now is every Tuesday we sponsor the men's league out at a local golf course right now.
Right.
And it was funny because I was just out there yesterday. All right. And I didn't have my usual signage with me. I didn't do anything else. But I walked in and everybody's like, hey, it's the real estate guy. And I'm like, hey, how you doing? They asked me if I was playing today. I said, no, I don't have a partner. But what it was is I've been out there enough. I've networked with some people, had some really good conversations. They all know who I am. They all know who we are. And that's what's important to me. That's why I spend the money to have us be there. And it's not the fact that we're spending money. We have to be there. We want to be there. We want to be involved with the community. We want to be involved with individuals. And whenever it comes time, it doesn't matter if it's next week, next year, in the 2 years. We just want you guys to say, hey, you know what? It's time to think about buying a house or selling ours. We need to go to the Rakers Home Group here in real estate.
Right.
Why? Because these people get it. We're transparent. We're real life. There's no fluff to it.
And not only that, let me add to this. We also like to be part of the community. So we have joined the Clay County Chamber of Commerce to build those relationships, to interact with other business people, to get to know what our community is doing, to get more knowledge of our community so we can help our clients out in a better way, to know what the market is going on with the market and, just the general area. Like Clay County's booming right now, and we've talked to so many different people about what's going on, what's next, what have you, that we offer a service because we get in there and we build relationships, not just with our clients, but other people, so we can better inform our clients of what's a good decision, what may not be a good decision, and so forth.
Dawn, you haven't had an opportunity to experience some of the chamber stuff yet, but I know you plan on doing a few things. Pam, you actually went to a few of those ribbon cuttings where we actually help other businesses and say congratulations, welcome to Clay County, and away you go. We're going to support you. I tell you what, that has opened up a whole new level as far as me looking beyond community and the things that we can do. I want to spend every waking moment that I'm not trying to do real estate helping the community out. I think it's wonderful. It's worth all the time and effort. It really is.
And it makes us, our community stronger and a better place to live.
So, I mean, what makes us different? I mean, Dawn, you talked about it. And even with the introductions with Pam and you, we're talking about basically we got listing experts, we got the buying experts, our marketing, the way we communicate. And you're not just hitting one real estate agent when you're using ours. Let me rephrase that. I'm sorry. Realtor. Okay? Gosh, you guys got Realtor. Okay.
No.
Realtor.
Realtor.
There's no A in there.
Realtor.
Not Realtor. It's
Realtor. Okay. All right. I'm with you. Hey, I stand corrected. So you're not with one. Realtor. You're getting the whole team that has your back. Okay. We operate like a true family. Okay. And we treat clients like they're part of it. When you're working with us, it's not about closing. It's about communicating, our communication, and our commitment to you. Let's bring this all together. Pam, again, you've got all those years of experience in several different markets. You're doing a transaction business now on top of being part of our team and doing this stuff here in Florida. Dawn, you're jumping in so many different avenues in the real estate market and hitting so many different facets. The door knocking thing, talking to people. There's a lot of things that these newer agents are not doing that we are. And
Right.
we have that depth, and we have that. And, Dane, you've been doing this for a couple years now.
Right.
And you're starting to get some momentum going, and it's fantastic. Me, same situation. I hit the ground running as hard as I could go. Now I'm kind of leveling off. I'm starting to see a lot of referral business, and I put a lot of focus on developing, our group and supporting that. But, things are transitioning, and I really think every single one of us right now that's on this team is amazing. We all have our own little not opportunities, but strengths that we have
Right.
that make us individually so much stronger, because we can have the answer for our future customers, our current customers, and even our clients, past clients, that they call us. We get an answer from immediately. If not, I could be on the phone with somebody and texting one of you guys, and you guys would be able to help me answer that question. Because I will be the first to tell you, I do not know everything. And if I say that I'm one of those people that tell you that I know everything, well, then nobody should be talking to me or be around me,
Right.
because I am not that guy. But I will find the answer out for you.
Yeah, same. You always got to be constantly learning and evolving, like you said earlier. This business changes every single day, every day. Every person you meet has a different situation, and you've got to keep learning.
It's all coupling it all together. I've been in a team environment since the very beginning of teams, really since around 2000. And being in a team environment, I think it's helpful, because if you don't have an answer to something, you can find an answer to somebody. If you need support, you've got someone that you can call. There's power in numbers. And when you have a team that is dedicated to, being a service advocate and knowing the community and being part of, being a realtor and holding yourself, not only just yourself, but your team to that standard, I think it shows a trustworthiness within the group that not only are we willing to make that commitment to be a realtor, but also to our community through the Chamber of Commerce and knowing what's going on within our community, but also the relationships that we have with each other.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that leads into what people see when we're working with them. As far as, say, I think you touched on this in the last podcast about open houses and listings. When someone on the team has a listing, we're all promoting it online,
Right.
through social media channels or through clients that we may have, as well as open houses. We're all pitching in. We're all doing it as a group effort to help each other. And I think that's the power in a team, and it just reflects, I think, out to the community that, not only are we're a referral-based business. That's where we get the majority of our people are from, our sphere of people that we know, but it's also a relationship business.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you're not good at relating with people and being an advocate for people and making sure that end to end everything is covered, you're not going to find much success.
No, you 100%.
Yeah.
100%. And, to kind of finish off with what we're talking about, and just one more example, because I love examples. Because to me, it's a track record of, what we do for everybody. Yesterday, I had a phone call from our teammate, Dawn, and she was talking about how empowering it was for her to help the twins out. And that was one of those feel-good moments. Would you not disagree with me on that, Dawn?
I don't disagree with you at all. It was very powerful for me.
And, you said that when you did that, you felt very energetic. And you're helping them out. You're helping that client out. Just being there, supporting your teammates. Energy builds energy. I know that's a cliche kind of thing,
But it's true.
It's true.
But of all the years that I've been in any type of industry, whether it be the auto industry and now this one, I've always wanted to have that knack where I was really hyper focused on building the right dynamic with the right people and the right group. Because once you find the right people, you don't have to try very hard for the gelling to happen, the growth to happen, and the support role happen. Because then we all get together. It's like Transformers, or what was the thing back when I was a kid? Voltron. Do you guys ever remember Voltron?
No.
All right. Well, I'm getting into the nerd section of it. But what it was is every 5 members of a team would come together to form one huge robot, and they'd all work together. I know that was probably the worst example that I could use in a business mindset thing. To finish everything off, I mean, we talked a little bit about, two more of our teammates. Again, you guys are a huge part of this, and I can't thank you enough. And then we talked a little bit about, what we do differently for people, what it means to have a good relationship in this business when you are buying and selling and having the right realtor with you. And then, of course, it's kind of what we do differently. But I tell you what, if you're ever in the market in Northeast Florida or even in the state of Florida, give us a call. We'll be more than happy to help you. Follow us on YouTube. All right, we got a great YouTube channel. We hit all the new communities here in Clay County and Northeast Florida. We talk about other things. We got new listings that are currently coming up. I think we've got 3 coming up here in the next week or so.
Right.
And they're all over. One's in St. Johns County, one's in Clay. I think we have another one over in Duval. So
Right, and we just had one that just popped up last week in McClenny.
yeah, we got one just popped up in McClenny, and we obviously still have that one in Fleming Island, which is great.
Right.
That's a beautiful house, by the way.
Yeah.
But not to get too hard. But we also, follow us, listen to us, comment on the things that we're talking about. We love to hear from all our listeners. Anything that you need, give us a call. You can even look at us online at rakershomegroup.com. All right. Well, thanks for listening in, guys, and we will see you soon.